Alright, so what I want to focus on in this tutorial is we have our rooms set up here. We're kind of saving the tile information and we're drawing these hallways so that we can kind of walk over them okay. But what I want to do is I want to think of this now. Right now we're thinking of each room separately. So we got room 1, room 2, room 3. But I want something that takes information about everything that's going on here. Basically what I want is I want this to be a level. So this is going to be our level 1. And we don't want it to always look the same. Sometimes we want more rooms, less rooms, rooms in different positions, rooms of different sizes. We want it randomized. And then we want to add monsters to it. So that's what we're going to work on over the next 2 tutorials. This tutorial, we're going to just kind of get everything, consolidate everything into a level. So we already have our level.c. So that's good. What we need is a struct now. So type def struct level. Alright, so remember in our last tutorial we created this char star star and we called it level. And that just saved each tile basically. So we're going to move that into our level struct. So char star star, and we're going to call it tiles. It's going to be the same thing as what we did in the last tutorial. Just now it will be saved in a struct. Int number of rooms. And then we also want right now we have a pointer, an array of rooms being created by our map setup. Okay, so we're going to save that in our level struct as well. But since we haven't yet defined our room struct, see it's not defined until down here, we can't just put room star star rooms because we'll see at this point doesn't know what room is. So we have to say, well, this is going to be a struct, and it gets defined down here. We're also going to want some monsters. So again, we haven't created our monsters struct yet, but that will happen. So monster, an array of monsters, and then int number of monsters. So that's it for our level struct. So now we need to do some reorganizing. In our main.c, so we're no longer going to be creating this char array here. Instead, we're going to be creating a level pointer. Let's call it level. And then, okay, map setup. We're going to change the name of map setup to room setup. Room setup. Just because it's kind of more what that function's doing. So room setup. Okay, now we also want a create level function. So level is going to equal create level. It's going to be our new function. And we won't call that there anymore. And this was just for testing purposes, so get rid of that. Okay, so we'll write our create level function in level.c. So obviously it returns a level pointer, create level. Oh, and it's also going to take int level, and this is just going to be, is it level 1, is it level 2, etc., etc. So we have level star new level. Then we'll malloc it. New level equals malloc size of level, and then new level. So let's copy this struct copy it here, and then control / just to comment it out, because we're not actually redeclaring it here. I just put it there to look at what we all need to declare. So we have new level. Oh, my mistake. We didn't put our int level in there. So we need int level, and again, that's just going to be what level it is, level 1, level 2, etc. So new level equals level. So that's just what's getting passed in here. Then we have new level. I'm just going to copy this. New level, number of rooms equals, and for now we're just going to hard code it to be the same level as what we have here. But eventually we'll kind of randomize it. But for now it's just hard coded. So new level rooms. Now this is going to equal this room setup. So this used to be the map setup that we were calling from main.c. Now we're calling it from in here. And then we are not doing anything with the monsters yet. And we'll just return level, new level. Okay, so now we're kind of saving everything in a single struct. Let's see if that still runs. So it runs, but we're getting a seg fault. So open tab, close that. Now remember, the issue we were having last tutorial is this needs to be deleted before you remake. Okay, so our error here is this check position function that we call. If you check it out, check position, it's expecting char star star, which level used to be char star star, but we changed it to level pointer. So now we need to change that to tiles. So that's the one change that we need. Rerun it, and it's still seg faulting. Why is it still seg faulting? Delete that. Let's see, new position user, char, user equals player setup, level equals create level. Oh, because we didn't actually call that save level positions. We're not actually setting it. So new level, there we go. New level tiles equals save level position. So yeah, we never actually set this, which is why it was seg faulting. Okay, so that should work now. Yeah, okay. So there we go. And this is going to be very useful because in our struct here we have this monsters, number of monsters, and that's what we're going to be using in our next tutorial to add monsters, which I'm pretty excited about. I've been talking about it for a while, like, oh yeah, we're going to add monsters now, and then we don't, and I just keep saying that. But I promise you, the next tutorial, we're adding monsters.